Food for thought, vote values, part 4. In life, result is a basis of reward. Result is a ground for respect. People are respected based on the result they generate. Input determines outcome. Sowing determines reaping. The question is, what has been the result and the input of those seeking the leadership of our nation? There are many presidential aspirants for the forthcoming elections. Many of them, but 3. There are 3 major ones in the forefront. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. 3 major ones. 2 of the 3 are of the 2 big political parties, whose highest and most important achievement so far was the formation of the coalition that brought this administration into power. They formed it. One out of the 2 actually prides himself as the one who was solely responsible for the arrival of this administration into office. Now, what is the result or the impact of their collective input in our nation? 1, inflation. Inflation rate was between 7.79% and 8.5%. Then, now, it is 21.83%. The highest in 26 years since 1977. Unemployment. The unemployment rate was 8.1% in 2015. It has risen to 33.3%. The highest in 13 years and the second highest unemployment rate in the whole world. Poverty rate, 40% of Nigerians, that is 83 million people today, live below the poverty line. Between 2013 and 2012, it was 33%. Value of naira, it was 197 naira to $1 before 2015. It is now more than 50 naira to $1 today. Debt profile. According to the Debt Management Office, Nigeria's debt profile as at June 2015 was 12 trillion naira. That was bad. But as at 31st March 2022, it became 41.6 trillion. Borrowing. Premium Times reported that the current administration borrowed 3 times the combined amount that has been borrowed in the past 3 administrations since 1999. What did 3 administrations since 1999, the administrations since 1999 ever borrowed, multiplied by 3 in one administration? Insecurity. Insecurity moved from being a regional challenge, it was more of Northeast, to a national disaster. From majorly herdsmen and terrorists, challenge now to banditry, to kidnapping, to ritual killing on a national scale. Corruption. On a global corruption index, from 136 least corrupt country in 2016, Nigeria moved to 149 in 2020. That is, Nigeria shifted into corruption by 13 positions. Some snakes and monkeys in some offices that were part of those who ate the money. The price of 50 kg rice, bag of rice, was between 7,000 to 10,000 in 2014. Today is 48,000 to 59,000, depending on the type. The price of bread was around 2050 to 300. Now it is between 1,000 to 1,200. Price of petrol was 87 naira in 2014. Now it is 195 naira, and in some places above 200 naira, even to 400 naira. Price of a liter of diesel was 111 in 2014. Now it is 817.86. Now, many people want to blame everything on the nation's president. Not necessarily. You don't blame the failure of a team just on the captain of the team. The burden of the failure and the reproach thereof is collectively shared by every member of the team. in our nation today. Every member of the coalition that brought us into this season, as well as every member of the cabinet, they are collectively responsible for the disaster of our nation today. Collective responsibility. Earlier on, we said, result determines reward, and sowing determines reaping. The question is, do we give authority to those who gave us calamity? Do we reward with authority those who release to us calamity? Do we give leadership to those who gave us hardship? They release to us hardship, and we want to release to them leadership. No! Listen, we must change our approach if we must end our reproach. We must depart from the old order if we must embrace new wonders. We must reject antiquated, anachronistic ways if we must experience exciting and progressive things. Aside other challenges we explained before now, the presidential aspirants of the two big political parties are part of the problem of the country. The problem the country is in this time, by their collective action of bringing us into this leadership that we are in now. They are a part of the problem. They can't be the part of the solution this time. We are left with the only viable, credible, reasonable, reliable option left. That is the third major aspirant that you know. Vote value, vote credibility, vote viability, vote authenticity, vote honesty, vote integrity, vote humility, vote simplicity. Let me say it again. Vote value, vote viability, vote credibility, vote authenticity, vote honesty, vote integrity, vote humility, vote simplicity. Some people say I should call a particular name. Should I call any name? Don't you know the name? You don't know the name, you want me to call a name? Listen to this. Be a part of the new order coming. If your vote was responsible for the situation we are in now, in the last election, this is another bullet too. If your vote was responsible for the situation of this country now, through the last election, demonstrate your change of mind with a change of vote. Join us this Wednesday for a decisive fast for the election. And by God's mercies, we shall experience the help of God in our nation. Stand up on your feet.